The new Black Wall Street. Do it right, real wealth, real life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight. The new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. It's your host.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful people, man? Good day to you. Welcome to Wall Street, man. The Money and Power Show on this magnificent Money Monday. It's your boy ERGJ back here, man, with another episode. Hey, gonna bring to you guys some wonderful information that you can use, man, that you can use to continue to move forward. This new Black Wall Street presented to you the Money and Power Show, where we talk about money and we talk about power. That's going to be economics and politics. It's going to be two of those areas that we've been taught not to talk about. I think we need to talk more about. I think there's three particular areas, but we're not going to focus on the third one, which is religion. But we'll talk that money-ish. We will talk that power-ish, because it is about power. It's about control and ownership. And once you begin to understand this thing, once you begin to study money, everybody put in console, study money. Your mind about society and everything goes to a whole other place. There's a good thing. It says book says this, that with much knowledge comes vexation. So you begin to get mad, upset, like, oh my goodness, this has been hiding from me all this time. But nonetheless, we're gonna make sure that we are filled with knowledge, so we can make actually great financial decisions as it relates to our life, our family life, our community life, and all that good stuff. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is a study of black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way, but if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Let's see if the thing gonna work today. I ain't warm it up. I don't know. Who knows? Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. Who knows? Now, cool story for you guys. One of the women, one of the black billionaires that's in that book, actually just made a pledge of 1 billion naira to fight COVID-19 in Nigeria. That's right. The only black female billionaire in Nigeria just actually pledged 1 billion naira through her company Fanfa Oil to help fight COVID-19. So we got a black billionaire. They're not gonna put this on the news. You're not gonna see that on the news. Yeah, that's too much good. That's too much like right. So I just make sure I'll be the news for you. So yeah, again, a black billionaire, Miss Foloronsho Alakija, one of my new mentors from Fanfa Oil, which is a oil company in Nigeria. She's a black billionaire. Just pledged 1 billion naira, which is the Nigerian dollar, to help fight COVID or coronavirus 19 in Nigeria. So everybody put in console Black Girl Magic. Black Girl Magic. Yeah, that's that real Black Girl Magic right there. Hey man, you pick up the book and learn more about Foloronsho and others by going to the website www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. You can find that link in the description above or below. Today's episode has been brought to you by ERGJ Black Bazaar, the Afrocentric marketplace, specialized in Afrocentric home decor, personal care products, and also black art inspired gifts. Man, we're going to get you to pay attention to the personal care product. We just added the hand sanitizer to our offering. We got the fragrance hand sanitizer. You'll find it in the oil and smell section. We got your regular hand sanitizer as well. So go ahead and make sure you keep so fresh and so clean by picking something up as well today. You got sage, oils, essential oils, all that good stuff as well in the oil and smell good section of the website. Of course, this Afrocentric marketplace you can find at www.theblackbazaar.com, www.theblackbazaar.com. Here at ERGJ Black Bazaar, we want you guys to remember this, that once you shop black, you never go back. That's right, man. Once you shop black, people, you never go back. And shout out to our sponsor today, Big Sis Media, right? A black woman-owned company as well that's helping us to make this show a success. They are a full-service creative design agency that's here to watch over your most critical needs like a big sis would. And here's the deal, guys. Everything that you see that comes from ERGJ is powered by Big Sis Media. So if you need a website done, you understand that you're still doing business or living like it's 1999. Well, we need to get you. We need to upgrade you. Let me upgrade you, okay? Let me upgrade your website. Let us upgrade your content, your digital content, your visual content. Man, listen, we're in a digital age, and you can't keep acting like it's the Stone Age. So get the help that you need. I didn't do it by myself, and you won't either, right? Don't try to do it by yourself. We need help. And I tell you, Big Sis Media can help you with that. Check out the website, www.bigsismediagroup.com, www.bigsismediagroup.com. All right, beautiful people, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. That's all of our announcements. We're going to get right into the stuff here this morning. Let us know where you're connecting from this morning. Go ahead and say hello. Hit the like button, the share button if you care. It's free financial education. We want to welcome you to Wall Street. We're broadcasting across Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live this morning, all from Decatur, Georgia. And we want to know just how far our reach is this morning. And when I stretch my hands out across the World Wide Web, just how far, right? How far am I reaching? Am I reaching a couple different states? Am I reaching a different country this morning? Who knows who's paying attention, who's tuning in? Because here's the deal, guys. I want you to understand that we are living in a global economy. Everybody put in the console hashtag global. A global economy. It's no longer just down the street. It's no longer in the same state. It's no longer just in your country, people. It is a global economy. And so when I picked up my phone this morning, I got my good Chinese brother hitting me up, telling me about stuff that's going on in China and trying to see what kind of help, what way they can help us over here. I said, this Chinese brother, I don't know if he's really concerned about me and my people or not. Or he just trying to sell something, but he sure sounded like he was concerned. You know, I mean, it seemed like he was concerned. And I was like, that's pretty cool, man. Hit me up this morning just to see how, is everything all right? Is everything okay with your family? I said, wow, this is pretty odd. And so we were just communicating over WhatsApp, and I asked him how he's doing and how's everything going over in China. He just give me updates. And so we're now bypassing, right, state lines, country lines, continent lines, by using this thing called the World Wide Web. So if you're not in a position now, right, that you're starting to do global enterprise, international player from the Himalaya, I'm telling you. And here's the interesting thing about going international. I'm saying to myself, okay, how does this work with tax time? Because literally, I'm not doing business in this. I'm not doing business in my state nor my country anymore. Well, how's that work with taxes? I don't really know. I gotta, that's why you need your good little CPA, because that's starting to confuse me a little bit. Because I know what to do with the state, I know what to do with the federal, but when I'm beyond federal, I don't know how that works. Okay, I'm just saying. Anyway, what's going on, Miss Vivian Reed? Good morning to you. Miss Jennifer Albano, good morning to you. Thanks so much for joining. How are you, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Absolutely, Miss Vivian Reed is in the house. Thanks so much, Mr. Thomas Freeman, always showing up from Louisville, Kentucky. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That's what I'm talking about, man. What's going on with you, Tiffany Taylor? Tiffany, where the heck were you last night? I was looking for your name to pop up on our special broadcast because I had some things to say about you. I was ready to talk about you, but I can't talk about you behind your back, and you didn't show up, so I couldn't talk about you. So maybe you're going to show up tonight for our special presentation tonight. On Monday night, we got a special presentation for the BBC. I'm ready to talk about you, Tiffany. That's right. I'm ready to talk about you. That's right. Black Girl Magic. That's right, man. Black Girl Magic is up in the house. Absolutely. Louisville, Kentucky's in the house, man. New York Global. Absolutely. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you here on the Money and Power Show. Now we're going to start, guys. We always got to pay homage to our ancestors, and this would be our African American inventions that changed the world. And we got a brother somewhere around here, named Mr. George Crumb. Mr. George Crumb. So let's find out what he did to change the world. Mr. George Crumb. All right. This brother looked like who he looked like? He looked like he could be related to Chris Rock a little bit. George Crumb. So in 1853, everybody putting down on 1853. It's over 150 years ago. George Crumb invented potato chips. George Crumb invented potato chips. And we got a brother here in Atlanta he's a black-owned potato chip company, Symphony Potato Chips, DeAndre Jordan. He just did a special presentation last week, I believe. Right? So George Crumb invented potato chips. Let's find out a little bit about this invention. So in 1853, George Crumb was working as a chef in a restaurant at a Moon Lake Lodge, a resort in Saratoga Springs, New York. One day, while preparing meals in the kitchen, a patron sent back the restaurant's popular French fried potato dish, complaining that the potatoes were cut too thick. Although Crumb prepared a second, thinner batch, the patron was still very unsatisfied. As an annoyed Crumb slices a new batch of potatoes as thin as he possibly could and fried them until they were completely hard and crunchy. Then he added a generous amount of salt to them. He was surprised to find that the patron actually enjoyed the new dish he invented. At the moment, potato chips were born. Years later, Crumb opened his own restaurant. He had a basket of potato chips on every table. He named them Saratoga chips or potato crunches. His customers fell in love with them. His potato chip snack was an enormous success and a customer favorite. Unfortunately, Crumb never attempted to patent his potato chip invention or sought to market them outside of his restaurant. His invention was eventually marketed by others, then mass-produced. More than a century later, Crumb's invention has evolved into a $7 billion a year industry. Potato chips have evolved into one of the world's most popular snack foods. Now, he may not get recognition at the patent office. He may not get recognition because maybe he did just, sometimes you just don't know. He just made something and it was like, okay, cool. They like it. But George Crumb, here today on the Money and Power show, we put some respect on your name. That's right, man. George Crumb in 1853, the inventor, the real deal inventor of the potato chip. You know the potato chips you keep eating? Potato chips why not just have more than just one potato chip that Lay's and all them, Doritos and all them, they don't pay homage to a brother who actually helping them to make billions and billions of dollars every year with this thing called a potato chip. George Crumb, 1853, potato chip. Again, inventions, African-American inventions that changed the world. African-American inventions that changed the world. Hey guys, hit the like button and share button if you care. The like button and share button if you care. Let me see you. Did I do that? Yeah. Like button, share button if you care. Now, what I wanted to do, guys, today, man, because we got a lot of stuff going on, man. We got a lot of stuff to try to cover in a short amount of time. So I figured I'll start with a coronavirus update. I think it's prudent of me to be able to share what we can find out or what we can see with this coronavirus thing going on, because it's if you guys don't know, now here's the deal. You guys don't know, just yesterday, Trump spoke again and he said, hey, we may be looking at, another an extension of to April 30th for the end of the month of April before they reduce their strict guidelines as far as how they're attacking this thing. So you're starting to see Florida actually do like checkpoints to make sure people not trying to come from New York to Florida, which is travel. And so this is going to be a very interesting time here in the next couple months about what they're going to do about travel. And as I said, I've said already, like if you really wanted to stop the spread of something, the first thing you would do is shut down travel. And we didn't do that, which led to a lot of people like, okay, this can't be real. Y'all keeping the parks open. Y'all keeping the golf clubs open. Y'all keeping travel open. So we're going to see some major impact probably in the stock market as it relates to these companies that are actually, going to really be affected by this. Now, I was talking to a good trucker friend of mine yesterday, and I said to myself, trucking ain't stopped. And I reached out to him. He gave me some insight on it. He said, well, here's the thing. Like gasoline is super, super cheap right now, which is good for the trucking industry. And he said it's good for truckers because, they can go further, right, per mile when gas is cheaper. And so, I started looking for some trucking companies that, that were publicly traded that I could look into. And I was asking them about it. I still ain't found none. So if anybody want to find some trucking companies that we can look at, I think that might be something that'd be interesting because they're not stopping. Then also yesterday, in the comments below, for those that are here watching us live, I just want you to think about wherever you may have been this weekend, because some of y'all didn't go out. Y'all scared to go out to walk out. Y'all scared to go get the mail. But for those that wasn't, maybe you went to wherever, you went to the grocery store, fill back up. I don't know. But in the comments below, I want you to tell me a place, a name of a company that you noticed, right? Everybody put it on, so pay attention. That you noticed, right? That was just super packed. You're like, why so many people over there? I thought we supposed to be okay. Hey man, it's super packed over. So for me, the place that I noticed that was super busy, because here's what we must understand: that every business is not going out of business. Every business is not suffering right now. And this is what, when you have conversations, you have to be very careful, because some people put it absolute. The whole economy is doing bad. No, you can say for as a whole we could be declining, but individually everybody's not declining. So in the comments below, give me a name of a company that you noticed is just super busy this weekend. If you saw, I noticed that Home Depot was super busy. I was like, oh Lord, you go to Home Depot, you think it's a club. You like Club Depot, let's do it. I'm surprised they didn't have a DJ out there. I mean, it was kind of crazy to me. I'm like, look at this. I noticed that Home Depot was super busy. Now, here's the deal. We'll take a look at Home Depot today. Here's the deal. It makes sense to me, right? If it makes sense to you, it makes sense. I said, number one, we're moving into April, which is typically the time when people start to do their spring cleaning and their remodeling. We got nice weather here in Atlanta where I'm at. It was nice. It was like 75 degrees. It was hot. I mean, it was hot. I was walking outside without my shirt on. It was that kind of hot. You know what I'm saying? Now, probably pretty stupid me walk outside without my shirt on, being that Rona might be around. Rona could have been around the corner. I don't know. Rona could have been around the corner, but I was hot. Okay, I had to take my shirt off. So I was like, Home Depot, what's going on over at Club Depot? Club Depot was popping. I said, look, they had a line. I think they had a VIP line over there too. They were charging $20 for people to get in. I believe that was what happened over there. I didn't go over there myself. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they had a VIP line. They said, you want to get in faster, pay me $20 under the table, and they were letting people in Home Depot. So Home Depot was popping. Home Depot was popping. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. James Fox. Oh, you tagged somebody. Okay, what's going on? Grand Rising Billionaire, Study Money, absolute Corey Clark. CC, man, when you coming on the show, man? When you coming on the show? The finance preacher, the minister of prosperity, something like that? What's the name? I forgot the name. I think you're the minister of prosperity. I'm not sure. Lowe's. Okay, Lowe's. Walmart. Right? Family Dollar. Y'all know Family Dollar. Now, Family Dollar is actually owned by Dollar Tree. So that's the same thing. Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, same thing, same company. Publix. Anybody else? So we got a couple people that participate this morning. So I was looking at Home Depot. We're gonna look at Home Depot today because I was just like, wow, like Club Depot, they lined up the door, and so they said that they couldn't have more than 150 people in the building at the time. And I'm like, that's still a lot of people, 150 people in your building at the same time. But I guess they can have 10 people per aisle, and they got 15. They got 15 aisles, so you put 10 people per aisle, and they didn't do all that. I'm pretty sure they didn't do all that. But anyway, that was just very interesting to me. So there still are now. There's some other companies. You go, and it was looking like, okay, it's a desert town. They ain't even got no cars in the parking lot. But there are some companies that you probably noticed that were doing pretty well. Okay, it is what it is. Kroger, Texas Roadhouse. What do? They was doing curbside. That sounds like a place you go sit down and eat. They ain't supposed to be having nobody sitting down to eat. Okay. All right, let's do a quick coronavirus update. Okay, let's do a Rona update for you guys, people. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. A Rona update. So anyway, let me make this a little bit bigger. So I want us to really just take a look at what's going on here as we look at the World Health Organization. Everybody put in comments below. WHO, WHO, World Health Organization. You guys can come here. They're doing a better job of giving you some updated stats. According to whoever who is, right? 638,000 infections, confirmed cases. That would be confirmed infections since this outbreak started, whenever that is. And since this time, 30,000, according to them, have actually passed away. Now, keep this in perspective, people. 30,000 out of 7.7 billion people in the world. Okay, let's just keep that in perspective. Okay, so that's still relatively not a lot of people. Although it's a lot of people to you, as it relates to the whole world, that's not a lot of people. When you think about other things that are actually kill people more, okay? And we're still not done yet. Still gonna kill more people. So people are gonna die. There are casualties to war. Okay, rest in peace, rest in heaven. A moment of silence for those that have passed away. Okay, now, 202 countries or so what? But here's what I find very interesting. When we look at this coverage map from the World Health Organization, I'm saying to myself, now, You tell me what kind of questions come up for you when you see this. The first thing I'm wondering, what the heck is going on what's going on with East Europe? What the heck is Russia doing? And Japan. Now, what the heck is Russia doing and Germany, these areas over here to the far east that they have Russia only has 1,500 cases in all of Russia. Russia is a bigger country than the United States. Russia is one of the biggest countries. And yet it has the smallest, and Russia's close to China. So how in the world did it start in China and skip stuff? And then get to look like the Middle East, skip over Africa. Didn't want to have nothing to do with Africa. Said, no, not today. Y'all done had enough contamination. We're gonna skip over Africa. We're gonna barely hit Australia. And we're gonna come, we ain't gonna even touch Canada. Canada's our friend. Y'all ain't done nothing to us. But we're gonna come over to the United States. We barely gonna hit South America too. We're gonna hit that Suez because we gotta get there in order to get to the United States. But we're gonna maneuver through all this stuff. How? I'm just saying, who, how, what, when, where? I'm asking a lot of questions now. Okay? Now it is what it is, but still, does it not raise questions? Does it not make you ask a question? Like just questions, just like this ain't making no sense. I mean, you would think you would see orange across the whole map of the world. Would you not? We talking about a pandemic. We got a whole bunch of people going, the sky's falling, a whole bunch of Chicken Little thinking. That just don't make no sense to me. Certain banks, right? Curbside, okay, right? So that's the WHO. That's the World Health Organization, right? That's providing that. Then we have an independent who's doing his own tracking, and that will be on Corona.health. He's based upon his updates, got about 750,000. Now I like his website. This is a German, by the way, who's done this for the people, because we can break it down by country, by state, if we wanted to. Now, the United States is ramped up. I mean, supposedly the United States is now leading the world as far as confirmed cases across the world. 143,000. Out of that 143,000, we've only had 2,500 deaths so far. Okay, we've had 4,600 people recover, like they're free and clear of the COVID-19, and supposedly we still have about 135,000 that we're still working through the infection. Okay, so we just want to keep numbers in perspective. Now, here's what I find I'm just loving China. I'm like, what the heck? China had 8,200 infections. China had 3,300 deaths. But they recovered. 75,000 people recovered that had got infected in China. They still got 2,900 people left. Only 2,900 left. That's a 92% recovery rate. You take the 7,500 divided by 82, multiply times 100. That's a 92% recovery rate for contamination in China. Right? Now, Spain also has some pretty decent recovery rate. But they got a high death rate in Spain. They got a high death rate in Italy. So what's going on in Italy and Spain? What are they not doing that China was doing? That's the kind of question I'd be asking if I was really trying to fight this thing, right? What are they doing? What are they not doing that China was doing? What did China do, right? Why do we? If we really trying to fight this thing, why don't we just send up to $1 trillion, right, to boost the economy instead of $1 trillion to stop the spread? These are kind of questions I think one would surmise or ask. Like, well, this not making no sense. Why do we spend money to boost an economy instead of spending money to save lives? I might get banned for this one because I'm talking too much sense. We spend $1 trillion to boost an economy, to keep people working. That's great. I get it. Keep businesses open. I guess that's important when they already got billions of dollars. I guess, okay, here's another question. Now, this is personal. And, it's not mandatory and necessary, but I'm just saying, we got $30 billion quarterbacks on the NFL team, and we have their owners who pay them $30 billion, which means they make multiple $1 billion. Where are their contributions to fight to save lives? Okay, Where are the trillionaires, the billionaires? Where are their contributions to save lives? Now, keep this in mind, because these are the very same people that, you go to their football games. You go to their basketball games. You want to see them dunk the basketball and score the touchdown? You're a fanatic. Where are they now? Now, I just showed you a billionaire in Africa who stepped up. Where are the other people? Y'all focus on Trump. Y'all focus on the politicians. Where are the people that you've been helping to get rich when you need them the most? See, our value system is all jacked up. We value the teachers. Now we value healthcare. Now we value the truckers. Now we value the postal workers. Now we value UPS and all, but they get paid the least. And the people who get paid the most, where are they now? Everybody put a console, where are they? Where are they now? The bankers, your money managers, all the people on Wall Street, all your actors, all your producers, all the people that you pay to entertain you throughout the years when your life is on the line. Where are they? With their millions and billions of dollars, where are they? But yet you won't practice group economics. You won't help your small businesses. You won't spend money with your own people. Where are they? They cooped up somewhere in their mansions or their bunkers. They flew off to an island somewhere. Where are they? All these people that you made role models. Where are they? All these people that you got your children looking up to. Where are they? I ain't heard a peep. Now, here's the interesting thing. They still get online and still have their little sports shows talking about who about to get the next big contract, talking about Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys and all this stuff. They still talking about that stuff. Is that important right now? No. You get my point? Okay, I think I made my point. All right, let's keep going. All right, guys. So I figured let's take a look at Wall, see what's going on here, because this is interest. Now, for me, it's a dynamic. It's a tale of two things, right? Because here's the deal: there's calamity, there's plague, there's disease in the land, but as I said, there's still profit that is being made in certain sectors. And so I just happen to be a guy that just happen to have a fluid business that I can just pivot to whatever the heck I want to at whatever time because I'm not controlled by anybody. So I'm selling masks and hand sanitizer, right? And so it's crazy because on the side of humanity, when he said that, we're about to, extend this to April 30th, the side of humanity was like, damn, we got to deal with this shit. Some more people got to stay cooped up, cabin fever, pollen, all this stuff, right? But the other side, from the businessman side, from the capitalist side, I said, well, damn, that give me more time. Why? Because my stuff got to get shipped in. People still need these masks. I got to order some more now because we got to go out an extended period of time. That's actually an opportunity to capitalize and to provide a product or service that brings value to the community. So don't think of capitalism the wrong way. Don't think people just greedy. At the end of the day, I'm providing a product that brings value to the community, and I got to go get some more. Because we dealing with this, we supposedly going to be dealing with this a longer period of time, and that means more people are going to need some of the stuff that I'm providing. So it's two different. I was like, dang, the socialist side, the capitalist side, and there's probably some other sides. Let me in the comments below, if you just not heard about this or you already heard about it, when you heard about it, what was your initial thought? What was your initial feeling? Because I want us to understand that you can look at stuff with multiple angles because you're a complex person. So don't allow anybody to put you into one hole to say this is the only way that you can think. No, I thought this way, I thought that way, I thought this way, and I'm still thinking this way over here, and it's all about the same thing. An extension to April 30th from the what is it? The chief of staff, the HNIC, whatever you want to call them, Trump. Okay, he made a comment. All right, where are they? So what was your initial thoughts? If you just heard about this, or if you already knew you heard about it last night, You're talking about an extension. I know you probably thought about your family. You probably thought about your kids. You talked about, man, what we're going to do as far as making sure we keep stuff in the house. Are you putting together a plan? Here's a good thing. Everybody putting down some plan. Here's a good thing. So now you're talking about, today is March 30th. If you have not already, you need to be putting together at least a plan for the month, a whole plan, like food, shelter, water. What do we need to make sure that we covered for the next month? If we're gonna sit here and play and actually build a family, what are some of the activities that we're gonna do? What are we gonna do to make sure that we don't stay bored? I mean, you can only have sex so much before you be like, okay, let's do something else. I'm just saying, let we just keep it real of it. So what is your 30-day plan for your family, for your household? You know what I'm saying? It's a great time to put it together. Don't waste time watching TV, scrolling on Facebook, YouTube all day. It's a great time to put together your 30-day plan for survival, but I'm not putting together a survival plan. No, I'm not putting together a survival plan, people. I'm putting together a thrive plan. I'm talking about coming out the other side smelling like roses. I'm putting together a smell like roses plan. I'm putting together a Daniel plan. Because at the end of all of this, when all the dust is settled, I want to make sure that me and my family come out filthy rich. How about you? I'm talking about a get rich plan. That's me. I can't speak for everybody else. But I'm putting together a get-rich plan. All right? What's going on? That's good quote. What's going on, Mr. Antoine Lowry in the house, man? All right, we keep it real for the world. I feel you, man. I keep it too real. Need a plan, man. 30-day plan. 30-day plan for you, your family, your household, for your finances, for your health. 30-day plan. How many guys are going on 30-day fast? Right? 21-day fast, 30-day fast. Maybe you don't need to eat all that stuff. Maybe it's a good time to say, you know what? Let's only allow good stuff to enter and exit out of our body. Maybe it's time to do a cleanse or detox. Maybe you realize I don't need to eat as much as I have, and you keep your children from eating as much as they have, so we can remove a little gluttony. All right, remove a little gluttony from our household. Anybody ever done that? You went on a diet, and then you realize when you got through with the diet, you just really didn't want to eat as much as you used to eat. It just wasn't necessary. You realize I can function on less. Matter of fact, you might have found that you have more energy because you ain't bogged down with all that stuff in your gut. I mean, where am I going with this? I thought I'm supposed to be talking about Wall Street. Okay, let's take a look, see what's going on Wall Street. Man, Money and Power Show, you just never know what we're going to talk about. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. But anyway, we expect the market to be down today, guys, because of this news. Investors break for a wild week. Look at this. Global stocks, oil stocks fall. Right, so global stocks. So we're gonna have a bad day in the market today. But you know what that says to me? More opportunity. I mean, things are gonna get less expensive. I got my eye on some stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready to get rich. I'm just trying. I ain't been waiting on Rona, but I've been waiting for such a time as this. And I understand that this too shall pass. All right, let's see what's going on. So here's the lady who runs AMD or something like that. It was on the brink of bankruptcy a while ago, and now it's up 1,300% or whatever the case may be. Oil prices dropped to $20, below $20 for the first time in a long time. Oil is struggling, and it's going to be a long, slow road back to recovery for oil because of the fight. There's another war. Hey, let me tell you this. Let me tell you what's happening. Okay, we're headed to war. Okay, I just want to let y'all know that. All right, we're headed to war. Now, I don't know what kind of war, because there's all different types of wars that happen in our land. I don't know if it's just an economic war. I don't know if it's a war for power. I do know it's a fight over territory, but I don't understand what type of war. And it looks like it's a three-headed monster. You got United States, you got China, and you got Russia. I don't know all the ins and outs. I just know that, China's like, oh, United States lies, and the United States seems to be in bed with Russia. Russia has very little impact from Corona, and then Russia and China, they starting to do trade without the United States dollar. There's a war coming. And we also understand that when a Republican is in office, a lot of times we go to war. because I don't know whether Republicans just are greedy. They want everything. I don't know. But I want to let you guys know we're headed to war. I don't know if it means going a whole bunch of bombs going to be sent over places and stuff. I don't know about that. But maybe a trade war. I don't. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. But at least I'm searching. At least I'm seeking. I do want to let you guys know we're headed to war. Okay, just so you know. So don't be surprised. Okay, don't be everybody putting out. So don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. Okay, don't be surprised. Yeah, it says trying to find out what. Hey, Alicia, come on back to the Black Billionaires Club now. I know you took a little hiatus. That's what we do. She tried to say over Instagram, say, I'm trying to find which stocks to buy because eventually they will go back up. All right, let's keep going. So I just want to drop that in y'all spirit just so y'all know. So oil price below. So how many guys have seen gasoline in your particular area for less than $1 or $1, hovering around $1? I've seen some places 89-cent gas. We ain't seen that since the 80s. 89-cent gas, 99-cent gas. That used to be the number. Like when a Quick Trip opened up, it'd be like $2 and some cent all over the place. They open up, they open up with 99-cent gas just so people know they there. And then you see all these cars going into the Quick Trip and the grand opening because they know I get 99-cent gas. It'd be like for 2 days, a nonstop traffic. that was the way they did things. So we're going back. We all the way down to think about that. 99-cent gas, you can drive anywhere. But shit, we can't go nowhere right now. I can't take advantage of it. We can't take advantage of it. All right, gas is cheap, but we can't take. I want to go somewhere. I'm ready to go right now. So Instacart, Charlie P working ahead of planned strike. So Instacart, Instacart having some type of planned strike. So if you are delivering, I don't know what's going on here. SoftBank, we were filed for bankruptcy. Oh, okay. Boeing, look, will seek federal help, but won't give taxpayers a stake. Oh, wow. Look at this, $50 billion bailout won't be enough to save the United States airline industry. So we can expect there to be some airline companies that go out of business. So if you're an airline investor, airline stock investor, my best advice is to go with the big dogs. Delta Airlines is not going out of business. I don't know about American. I don't know about Spirit, but I know Delta ain't going out of business. Okay, so that ain't finna happen, right? Some of these other smaller, airline companies might not be able to, might not have the cash. They just can't survive through such a time as this, especially if they start to really. I mean, they already stopped international travel for the most part, I think, but when they start touching domestic flights, yikes. So I know some of you are like, oh man, y'all bought this. I didn't touch no airlines yet. I figured that cruise lines would be, or if ship would be something that would bounce back faster than airlines. But I would also say this: I will have a lot of airline stocks on my watch list right now because but you got to watch for certain news and certain indicators that tell you it's the right time to buy. That's what you pay me for. That's what you invest in me for. You don't invest in me to show you how to buy. That's easy. I can do that. I do that for free. Like here, boom, just click a button and you go buy. That's not what you pay me for. That's not what you join my club for. What you join my club for is not the how to. You join my club on the what and the when. What to buy, when to buy. That's what people pay me for. My analysis. So anyway, so if you want that means you join the club, you go to Black Billionaires Club, become a member, $20 a month, and then we begin to go through stuff together on what to buy, when to buy it. Because certain things you guys are buying right now, just because you say it's cheap, but you don't understand reading the chart. You don't understand how this stuff works. You're not really paying attention to stuff that's going on globally. That's how to give you indications of what to buy and when to buy. Okay. Cash App to deliver government stimulus payments. Look at that. Venmo and Cash App want to deliver government stimulus payments. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Now, Cash App is owned by Square. I don't know who owns Venmo. That would be interesting. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. But they want to. All right, let's see what else is going on. All right, let's keep going. I said we're going to look at Home Depot today, too, huh? Let me go and get over there. I got 20 minutes. I got plenty of time. I thought I was late. Oh, Lord, let's take a look at the global overall market. Then we'll take a look at Home Depot. Let me catch up on these comments, see what you guys talking about over here. All right, don't be surprised. 99-cent gas. Where is that? What is that, Lovey? I'm going to pull up on them. Hey, let me get that gas. Ain't nobody stealing no gas right now at 99 cents. You ain't got $1. Something wrong with you, okay? All right, let's take a look and see what's going on in the market. All right, so again, guys, the market was down. Hey, so the market was actually down on Friday, which kind of gave me the idea that something was going to happen over the weekend. It got quiet on Saturday, and of course, they want to drop the bomb on Sunday. Why? Now, think about this. I really want you guys to start thinking. Everybody put in the console hashtag think. The market was down on Friday, and I was like, okay, so this give me another opportunity to enter into some positions that I was interested in because I like to buy stuff cheap. I like to buy low and sell high. But then it was quiet on Saturday, and I was like, why in the heck is it so quiet on Saturday as if we don't still dealing with this Rona thing? And then it was kind of quiet on Sunday until Sunday night. Now, just think about it for a second. Why would they wait? Or why would it be so convenient to drop news on a Sunday night, right, to move into the next week on Monday so we can get you back in fear? Think about it. Think about it. You don't think that the dissemination of information is organized? You don't think that they're organized? Whoever they is, by the way. I still ain't figured out who they is. I'm just gonna say they. You don't think that information is organized to say, you know what, we don't want to drop this on Saturday. Now when they out there washing their cars, they out there spreading disease or whatever they're doing, they partying like it's 1999. We're not gonna kill all their joy, right? We gotta let them have at least one day, right, to enjoy themselves. Well, and then Sunday, that's home time, people with their family. We ain't that heartless, right? But let's drop it Sunday night when people sleep. Huh? You don't think that stuff is organized? PayPal owns Venmo? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, okay now. Okay, do we got time for two? Oh, Lord, I don't have time for two. All right, y'all want me to look at Home Depot or look at PayPal? This would be interesting. Hold on. PayPal, PayPal, Square. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at Home Depot today, Wednesday night. We'll do a How to Get Rich during the recession part 5. Okay, Wednesday night. And we'll take a look at PayPal. We'll take a look at Square Wednesday night. Okay. I appreciate that. Just because my brother, Mr. Muhammad, he participated with us over here on Facebook. And we're gonna get a special presentation from your boy Wednesday night. It'll be a Wealth Wednesday. Welcome to Wall Street Wednesday night. We'll be taking a look at like these payment processing stuff, because here's the deal. Y'all are still spending money. We're still making transactions. We're still trading our dollars for some product or service, and many of us are not using the bank. We're just saying, you got a PayPal, you got a Cash App. I think I've taken in at least about $2,500 over the weekend just from people PayPal and the Cash Apping me. Okay, right? This is the alternative banking system that we're dealing with right now. Okay, you said it, which is that quit opening 99. Okay, yeah, fantastic. All right, so what we're gonna do? So Wednesday night, right? Y'all hold me to it. Wednesday night, How to Get Rich During the Recession, part 5. That's gonna be my 5th edition. That's my 5th. Now, if you missed the first 4, and I talked about what to do with your stimulus package money, right? I talked about a lot. Okay, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. By the way, I'm at 789 subscribers. I got 211 to go to get to 1,000. Why do I need to get to 1,000? Because at 1,000, I can start getting YouTube to pay me for this free financial education, which means it'll still be free to you, but somebody will be paying for it. Okay, so make sure you go to YouTube, ERGJ Enterprises, hit that subscribe button. It's easy to do. It doesn't cost you any money. It's just like click and you're done. And you'll be feeling like, oh, I made a contribution for this great information I'm getting. Because we keep talking about how nobody's providing financial education. Well, that's not true. All right. We'll take a look at Home Depot. All right. So Friday, somebody. Vivian, make sure you inbox me to remind me. PayPal, Square, Wednesday night. All right, the market was down on Friday. Gave me good indication that some news was coming out over the weekend. That's just how it is. They already know. Everybody put in comments, so they already know. They already know. You and I find out late. They already know. There's a reason why CEOs were selling their stock off in late February, because they already knew. Now, what they did with that information, I don't know, other than selling their stuff, but clearly they already knew. So we had, stocks were down, the Dow was down, NASDAQ was down, 3% across the board, 4% across the board. You still have some companies that do it all right. You got apartment, investment group, apartment, equity, residential, some realty companies. Look at this. Mid-America Apartments. So people are they moving out of this tells me, are people moving out of homes already into apartment complexes? Look at this. This is interesting. Real estate. How many people, Antoine, Brother Lowry? I hope you pay attention. Anybody in real estate, look at what's going on. The market was down, but real estate was up. Why? See, I started asking that question. Well, why? What would cause there to be an influx of money, right, into these real estate companies, which would represent them their stock? Why would there be money moved over there during a time like this? What do these companies represent? If I was in real estate, I'd be looking at it. I'm like, okay, what does Equity Residential do? What does Duke Realty do? Obviously, apartment investment and management, they probably have a whole bunch of apartment complexes. Mid-American apartment communities, they probably got a whole bunch of apartment complexes as well. Why is money being moved into these real estate companies? Why? See, when you start studying money, you start to get a different perspective on stuff. Why? So, Brother Lowry, since you're here, that's going to be my homework for you, right? BBC member, right? I want you to find out what these companies do and why is money moving over there. Teamwork makes the dream work. I can't look at everything by myself. You in real estate? Well, you know what I'm saying? Put on your go-go gadget, spectacles, and go figure out why money is moving into the industry in which I'm involved. That makes sense. Brother Lowry, that's your homework. Let's keep going. Why? Then you have Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian down 23%. It was all on Friday. Okay. Now I like that. I like me some cruise stocks. I like to be able to get them even cheaper. I mean, I think Norwegian Cruise Line is like a $10 stock. I'm like, yeah, keep going down to $5 if you want. No matter to me. I don't care. I just want to get it as cheap as I can because I know it's gonna go back up. Like you said over there, Island Sweetheart. Oil, again, $20 a barrel. This is absolutely insane. It ain't been $20 a barrel in over 20 years, 30 years. Crazy. Gasoline across the country, $1.63. Gold is at the 1,600 mark. Silver at 14.10. Corn, 30.45. Now look at this. This is something else I want you guys to see. Let me open this another tab. Anyway, you already know your 401ks, your IRAs, your retirement. They down. You already know that. I ain't got to tell you that. Y'all can look at that yourself. Y'all already know. But here's what I find interesting. Although there is fear is actually increasing. This is what I'm saying. Money's coming back into the market, right? Last week, we were at an 8. That was like extreme fear. As of Friday, we was at a 29. So that means that faith is entering into the market. That means that greed is coming back in. That means that money is coming back into the market. You see what I'm saying? That means that buyers are starting to buy stuff up, like you and I, like my crew. We started to buy stuff up. We started to buy assets while they cheap. And that's the money coming back into the market. And now that's causing the index to show some faith or greed, right? A week ago was at 8. The day before was at 22. A month ago was at 21. We're at 29. Come on now. All right. Fear and greed index, man, tells you about the money that's flowing in and out of the market based upon emotion. People spend money when they feel good. They spend a whole bunch more money when they feel good, but they also spend money when they feel bad. It's just a matter of where they spend it at. See, during this time, people not really thinking about the concerts. They're not really thinking about the movie theater. They're not really thinking. They ain't what they were thinking about. They think about tissue paper, water, and whatever they need for their household. Lysol, wipes, all that stuff, right? Am I making any sense? Anybody? What Brother Lowry? He ain't say nothing yet? Where you at, brother? You still here? All right, hit the like button, share button if you care. People, tag somebody. Free financial education for the nation. Free financial education for the nation as we welcome you to Wall Street. Take a look at Home Depot. They will close this thing out, okay? Right? Clip a little Home Depot will close this thing out. All right, Home Depot. Since I promised I'll look at this, we'll look at it. Home Depot's down 12% for the year, right? But look at this past 5 days. If you've been at Home Depot, as I've been saying, look at it, 25% increase over the past 5 days. That'll be from last Friday to this Friday, 25% increase for Home Depot. So when I say, I'm looking at all the stores that are closed and the ones that are open, and Home Depot got the Club Depot is jumping. Look, 25% increase in their stock value over the past 5 days. This simply means if a week ago I decided I was going to put $100 on Home Depot, my $100 would now be worth $125 in 1 week. Everybody putting down, so wow. In 1 week. Now, you and I don't think there's anybody that's watching right now that has not done business with Home Depot. I don't think there's anybody that's watching right now that has not helped Home Depot get rich as a company, grow and offer more stuff and put more locations up. Home Depot ain't scared of the hood. Home Depot go wherever is necessary. Matter of fact, the Home Depot that's around the corner ain't even a good location, but we all know where it's at. Home Depot is think about it. Home Depot is a landmark in every city. If you need a meeting space and you don't know nowhere else to go, like a Quick Trip or a gas station, you'd be like, let's meet at the Home Depot. Everybody know what a Home Depot is. They might not know what Lowe's is, but everybody know what Home Depot is. I'm not telling the truth. You pretty much know where every Home Depot is in your local area because that's just a landmark in our cities. They hire, they supply a lot. They employ a lot of people. Okay, let me get this off screen. Make sure y'all can see. So it's $190 to own one share of Home Depot right now. Right, we'll take a look and see exactly what they do. We know that we know it's that season, spring season. That's when people are remodeling. They're engaged in the sale of products, building materials, and home improvement products. They were established back in 1978 by Pat Farrer, founded by Arthur Blank. You guys know about him, the owner of the Atlanta Falcons, and 4 or 5 other people. Home Depot. Right, look at this. Over the past 5 years, they've been hiring. They're doing all right. Rona is not stopping Home Depot. That's what I see. They ain't stopping. They're still hiring. Right? They still need help. They still got stuff to fulfill. Most people still got a house. They're still doing some construction, some remodeling, and all that stuff. Real estate still has just been declared an essential business. Interesting. Let's take a look at their financials. I love to look at the money. Oh, they're a $204 billion company. Look at that, $190 per share, $204 billion company. Right, over the past 4 years, Home Depot has increased in their net revenue. It'll be their sales. All right, $108 billion in sales last year in 2019. Gross income has increased every year for the past 4 years. $35 billion in gross income for the past 4 years. Last year, 2019, their net income, which means that they're still relatively making the same amount of money per gross. Right, they're bringing their take-home pay. 4 years increase over the past 4 years, $11.1 billion in their take-home pay or their net income last year. Their balance sheet, here's what their assets and their liabilities, here's what they own versus what they owe. Home Depot, since 1973, whenever they opened, they got $44 billion in total assets. This is what they own as of the end of 2019. Their liabilities, $45 billion, which I don't like that at all. They're negative equity as a company, right? That's not good. Right, that's a yellow sign for me. Like, okay, why would Home Depot? You would think, why is Home Depot underwater? That just simply means if they were to go out of business today, they could not pay everybody. I don't like that. I don't like that. I still like Home Depot, but I don't like that. What's going on? Why do you not own more stuff than you owe as one of the biggest, as the number one home improvement building supply company in the world? That tells me we got some management problems. We got some money management problems. That's what that tells me, because they've been actually declining. Look at this. They've been declining every year. Every year over the past 4 years, their equity has dropped. Now think about this for a second. This is where it's interesting. You own a house, okay? You bought your house for $100,000. Let's say $100,000, and when you walked into the house, it was worth $200,000. So you had $100,000 in equity. And then every year, as you're paying your mortgage, every year the value of your house drops. So you're losing equity. You're paying off your mortgage, but you're losing equity. First year it was worth $180,000 because you got a bad school, you're in a bad school area. Next year it's worth $175,000. Next year it's $150,000. Next year it's $125,000. You're gonna be like, wait a second. Well, how about losing value in my house that I walked into $200,000 of value? You hope they keep going up, right? Well, that's what's going on with Home Depot. When you start looking at the numbers, everybody putting on some numbers don't lie. We start looking at the numbers. That doesn't mean that Home Depot isn't a valuable company. Doesn't mean that their value, the price of the stock can't rise or whatever the case may be. It's just saying, hey, I'm getting a full picture of this company for me to make a decision as it relates to whether I want to invest in this company or not. Okay. But I don't like that. I didn't know. I was not expecting to see this when I looked at Home Depot. That's definitely not what I was going to be expecting to see. Okay. All right. Here's a forecast for Home Depot, right? How much time I got? Oh, 4 minutes. At any rate, man, this is probably not priced in. The coronavirus probably not priced in, but analysts are expecting Home Depot to get median 235, 288. 235 be a 23% increase. 288 be a 51% increase if it gets there. That's going to be a tall order, I believe. I believe that they're going to shine through this time, but Home Depot has cycles. People that study Home Depot know they got cycles. They go through these cycles. It's every year they go through the same cycles when people actually spend a whole bunch of money there versus them just spending like some money. And you can actually see that. Let me show you how you can see that. You can see their cycles. So we go back to their finances. We change from finances from annual to quarterly. We can see their cycles. And we'll see if it's consistent, right? And so we see quarter 3 of last year, 30 billion in sales. But quarter 4 through quarter 1 and 2, 26 billion. So the third quarter is a big quarter for Home Depot. That's the biggest quarter for Home Depot. Then they tail off. But they stay consistent, but they tail off a little bit. So you start to see this though when you look at the numbers. All right. Look at this. So let's see if Home Depot did the same thing. Look at this. How did they know? So 3 months ago, back at the end of February, look at this. Their chairman, president, CEO, Craig Maynard, sold 17,000 shares, 227. Annie Marie Campbell sold 6,000 shares on 227. All these shares were sold on 227. Craig Maynard, what Matthew Carey, right? Edward Decker, right? Annie Marie Campbell, all made sales on 227, selling their stock at Home Depot. Everybody put in the comments, so how did they know? How did they know that since that time you're going to look at a 15% decrease in the stock value of Home Depot? How did they know to sell stock off that's worth 3.8 billion, 2.3 billion? I mean, 3.8 million, 2.3 million, 1.5 million. How did they know to sell before the crash? How did they know? See, y'all didn't realize that they got to report all this stuff. How did they know? See, when you study money, a whole nother world opens up. When you study money, a whole new world. See, all this conspiracy theory stuff that has no data to back it up. It's just like I got a hunch. When you start looking at this, you say, wait a second. How the heck did they know? But you and I are on a need-to-know basis. You and I are on a need-to-know basis. And I'm telling you, the only way that we can beat them at their own game is to study money. Everybody put guys on study money. I want you to become a major. I want you to major in money. I want your children to have degrees, masters. I want them to have a master's degree in money. As long as we live in a capitalistic society, that's all I'm just talking about in reference to the society. To get a master's degree in money makes a big difference. All right? Yeah. What do I know, though? I'm just a young brother from Decatur, Georgia. I don't know. I don't know nothing, Why listen to me? Numbers don't lie. People do. This is the New Black Wall Street. And we want to welcome you to Wall Street here on our Money and Power show. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share something that you learned today. Your takeaway from today. I don't do this just to do this. I do this to make a difference. I do this to help increase your financial literacy. Because there's certain things, because what you don't know about money is hurting you. What you don't know is hurting you. My mentor, Mr. Warren Buffett, has a quote. It says that price is what you pay, value is what you get. Right now, what you think about the price you paid to be here this morning? The price would be the time that you spent with us here this morning. And we don't take that very lightly. That's a whole hour. You could have been doing something else, but you chose to tune in. Well, that's the price. I want to know about the value. What value did you receive today? How much is a show like this worth? Really? Right? For them to pick up somewhere, or maybe not. I don't care. I'll keep it independent. Don't matter to me. I'm simply asking you this question. Was it worth your time and why? Was it worth your time and why? Go ahead and answer that question in the comments below. And I'll get to those comments because I know I talk much faster than you type. For those that want to follow you, saying, hey, man, I like what you're doing here, brother. I want to support some kind of way. There's kind of a lot of different ways you can do that. Number one, if you're on Facebook, there's a support button that you can click. And you click on support and become a supporter of this page for $5 a month. Number two, you can actually choose to join the Black Billionaires Club, which is a club where you can become a student and you can learn even more at a greater height. That's $20 a month for you to do that. We study billionaires, Black billionaires. Black billionaires do three things well. Number one, they read. So in our club, we have a book club. We'll be reading a book tonight by Dick Gregory. Number two, what do? They build business. Well, that's what we do in the club. We help to develop business. We have business development classes and courses and things like that to be able to help you to structure your business and all that. And then number three, they invest. And that's what we do as well. We actually have an investment club that you can become eligible for by becoming a member of the Black Billionaires Club. You can just choose to do that at any particular time, but I encourage you to make a financial decision. One of the best financial decisions that you can ever make, that you can make in your life, is to get around people who are headed towards wealth and prosperity because they're following people that have already done it. Join the Black Billionaires Club today by simply going to the website www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. There's some other ways, in case you're saying, I don't really have the money. There's some free ways for you to support as well. Continue to show up, right? Free financial education, free. You can show up each and every morning, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live presentation of Money and Power Show. You can also make sure you hit that free button for you to hit over YouTube. Help us to get to a place where we can get other people to pay so that you don't have to. Do that for us as well. We actually would appreciate it. YouTube channel, ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Enterprises. Man, Miss Tion Scribner, yes, trying to learn more about the market. Absolutely. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate you. Mr. Carl Harbor, Study Money. Absolutely. Tiffany, yes. Have a 30-day plan, household and financial. Absolutely. Miss Vivian, always great value to learn and to improve our financial situations. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys for joining here today on the Money and Power Show. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises. And I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build. Let's build our health, which is greater than our wealth, but let's build our wealth as well. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. But thank God that that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street.